Have you ever had a dream so vivid, so real that it felt like a message from the divine? Welcome to a journey into the realm of dreams, where we explore their power as divine messages in the context of Genesis chapter 40. Here we encounter three intriguing characters: Joseph, the Pharaoh's cupbearer, and his baker. All three are in the unlikely setting of a prison, but it's within these confined walls that the narrative unfolds, revealing the extraordinary power of dreams. These dreams aren't mere figments of the sleeping mind. Oh no, they are potent symbols, divine messages carrying profound meaning. In this tale, dreams become the threads that weave together the fates of our characters, driving the narrative forward. They are the keys that unlock divine wisdom and the prophecies that foretell the future. They are the silent whispers of the divine, reaching out to humanity in their most vulnerable state of sleep. So let's dive into the story and see what these dreams can tell us. In the darkness of the prison, the cupbearer and the baker each had a dream. Imagine, if you will, the cupbearer, a man once entrusted with the royal goblets, now confined within the stone walls of a prison. In his slumber, he dreams of a vine with 3 branches. As he watches buds blossom, grapes appear, ripe and ready. He reaches out, plucks the grapes, and squeezes them into Pharaoh's cup, which he holds in his hand. It's a dream that brings a glimmer of hope, a promise of life, and a hint of restoration. It's a dream that whispers of a future where he's back in the royal court, fulfilling his duty, far from the damp and dreary prison cells. Now shift your thoughts to the baker, a man who once created delicacies for the Pharaoh, now sharing the same fate as the cupbearer. He too dreams, yet his dream is not one of hope but of despair. He sees himself with 3 baskets of bread on his head. The topmost basket, filled with all sorts of baked goods for Pharaoh, becomes a feast, not for the king, but for the birds that swoop down from the sky. The bread, his craft, his pride, devoured by the birds, leaving nothing behind. It's a dream that echoes the harsh reality of his situation, a dream that reeks of loss and desolation. 2 dreams, both under the same dark roof, yet so starkly different. One dream filled with the sweet taste of grapes, the other with the bitter crumbs of bread. One dream echoing the hope of redemption, the other resonating with the despair of loss. One dream hinting at a return to the royal court, the other a stark reminder of a fall from grace. Dreams have been dreamt, but what do they mean? This is where Joseph steps in. Known for his divine gift of interpreting dreams, Joseph steps forward. With a faith as solid as a rock and courage flowing through his veins, he addresses the troubled cupbearer and baker. He explains that the 3 branches in the cupbearer's dream signify 3 days, after which he will be restored to his position, serving Pharaoh his cup as before. A glimmer of hope shines in the cupbearer's eyes. But then Joseph turns to the baker, his face somber. The 3 baskets in his dream also represent 3 days, however the fate awaiting him is far grimmer. The birds feasting on the baker's basket, a haunting image, foreshadow his impending execution. Joseph, despite the chilling news, does not falter. He delivers the interpretations with a steady voice, showcasing his unwavering faith in his divine gift. And as foretold, the events unfold just as Joseph predicted. The cupbearer was restored and the baker was hanged. With his freedom within reach, Joseph implores the cupbearer to remember him to Pharaoh. Yet as we reach the end of Genesis chapter 40, we find that the cupbearer, once freed, forgets about Joseph, leaving him behind in the confines of the prison. This poignant moment underscores the theme of forgotten promises, painting a stark portrait of human frailty. Imagine Joseph's situation. He had interpreted the cupbearer's dream with precision, instilling a glimmer of hope for his own liberation. Yet the cupbearer's memory fails him, and Joseph's plea falls on deaf ears. His anticipation for freedom becomes a bitter pill of disappointment. The promise, once made in the dim light of the prison cell, becomes lost in the dazzling brightness of the cupbearer's regained status. This is the painful reality of forgotten promises. They can turn the tide of destiny, leaving behind a trail of unfulfilled hopes. And so Joseph remained in prison, his story a testament to the power of dreams, the courage to interpret them, and the pain of forgotten promises.